As invesTT continues to market Trinidad and Tobago as the ideal place to set up business, President Kelvin Mahabir admits people are still holding back and waiting for the best opportunities. Now, the debate continues on whether the local economy is in a slump or not. Chairman and Chief Executive of the Answer Mikhail Group of Companies, A. Norman Sabga, says the economy is in a recession, while Group Chief Operating Officer of the group, Jerry Brooks, says the economy is flat and confidence still remains a major issue. You're watching Market to Market, the only prime-time business program in the country. The monetary policy report released by the central bank last month indicates that the turnaround in business is taking longer than expected because many businesses are still taking a wait-and-see attitude, given weak export demand from the region and concerns about the security and industrial relations environment. Are we really seeing investments coming in? How strong is the local economy from where you sit?
Well, if we can judge by the fact that we have local people who are investing on our parks, we have regional people who are investing, and we have a significant number of interests outside of the region. We can say from that perspective that there is keen interest in investing in Trinidad and Tobago. It's a time where we have to really be the forerunners to take the lead. We have also offered opportunities to our local investors to partner with foreign investors when they come in, to be part of the value chain if they don't want to actually become a partner in the business that the person is coming in with. So there are opportunities. I mean, the world economy has slowed. Even the Far East economies that were booming have now started to show some slowdown, and I think that the recent events of Europe has not really helped at all. And by the fact that we are connected to the global economy, there is going to be some impact on us.
Where are the opportunities though?
Well, we are, as an organization, what we did as part of the development of our strategic plan is we looked at what was considered to be the emerging global industries, using a lot of foresighting work, etc., done locally and internationally. Match that against what we consider to be the strengths of the country, and then selected sectors which we believe would be important to the economy in terms of creating GDP, foreign exchange and jobs, and focus on those sectors which include the maritime sector. As you know, we have a maritime school here. We generate a significant population of students every year that leave, graduates that leave and go away for work. We have ICT. We have the clean technology, which includes alternative energies and recycling and resource reuse. We have the creative industries, and that includes animation, carnival industries, fashion, etc., which are huge industries globally, which we have not capitalized. In fact, I was saying to the guys yesterday that we have created carnivals in many countries across the world, but we really don't extract value from it in the way we should, as other countries have done with their own products and services. And the last area is light manufacturing, because we believe that we have a significant base in that area, and there are still many opportunities, particularly in food and beverage, printing and packaging, agro-processing, etc.
Now, out of all those areas that you highlighted, which ones in particular, if you were to list maybe the top two, top three, are prospective investors more opt-in for?
Well, right now we have had in the last 6 months a number of people who have signed up for light manufacturing. We are concluding now one major transaction with respect to maritime. We have 3 projects in clean technology, and I'm hoping by the end of this month one of those would be signed off. In ICT, we had a project that should have been on board about 2 or 3 months ago. It was delayed because of some financing issues. We believe by the 20th of June that will be on. So it is spread across the entire spectrum. I think by and large it reflects the fact that we have really done a reasonably good job in terms of understanding the global marketplace and also understanding our attractiveness as a country to provide the right environment for those people.
Can you give a dollar figure as to how much money, as to the investment worth that E-Tech has pulled into the country so far, and invesTT?
I would say in terms of concluded projects, probably in the region of about $30 million US. And in terms of projects on the drawing board, it could run us up to $300 million US.
Do you have a projection as to by the end of the year how much you would like to accomplish?
I would like to accomplish all of these by the end of this year, December 2012, because they are fairly advanced. As you know, many of projects, it depends on the complexity of the project. You would have very complex projects that will take 3 years. The feasibility alone will take almost a year to get done. And the actual project coming online will probably take another 2 years. And then you have simpler projects that takes about a year from the point of starting the discussion, completion of feasibility, and actually signing up and starting operation here. So you can span anywhere between a year and 3 years to really see traction. But I think that some of the projects did not require a lot of feasibility work. I mean, projects that were already in Trinidad or from the region that were expanding and coming to Trinidad for better support services, better trained personnel, better energy costs, better location in terms of shipments, because we have a huge amount of vessels that come past us every day. And many people are also positioning themselves to take advantage of the opening up of the Panama Canal expansion in 2 years' time.
What feedback are you getting from prospective investors out there? Are they still holding their hands? And even so, given the fact that things are still a bit shaky in the global economy, are they looking carefully before they choose a country to invest in?
Well, I would say yes, people are in fact looking carefully. And in fact, that careful looks helps us a lot in that many a times before, it was automatic to go and locate in a Far East country or locate in Europe or United States. The mere fact now that people have to be very particular, bearing in mind the major challenges that those economies have faced, where that money is put, I think allows us a better chance for presenting ourselves and all the strengths that we have as a country as a strong possibility for them to invest in. And I think that has gained traction because many of the investors who said, you know, we would have located our offices in Miami before. I'm now saying, you know, why don't we look for somewhere else? Why don't we look for somewhere else that is closer to Latin America? For example, a lot of Indian companies are saying that their initial entry point, particularly medium-sized companies, many of the investors do not see Trinidad and Tobago as the market. In fact, it's too small to be a market. And even with CARICOM, these players are thinking much larger scale. And I think that the Latin American market, Central and South America, really are their key targets, initially starting off within the Caribbean.
Now, when you go out there and you sell Trinidad and Tobago, what do you tell these prospective investors? What does Trinidad and Tobago have to offer that the other countries don't have to offer? Well,
you know, we have developed, for example, and I always say that one of the things that we must first focus on is what resources do we bring to the table. And I think the primary resource that any investor is looking for is the skill of the people that they're going to meet in the country. We have developed world-scale industries in the petrochemical and energy sectors. And I think as those industries in the future see challenges in terms of the availability of gas and oil, etc., going forward, the people that are trained and are experienced in those industries have tremendous skills and competencies that they can transfer to the new industries. You have electricity costs, which is very competitive globally, and that for energy-intensive industries is important. We have natural gas, which is again something that people are attracted to in terms of a clean fuel. We have, if people are concerned about the greenness of the environment, we have the world's oldest rainforest and protected rainforest in Tobago.
But are all those things combined, are those things strong enough to really put us out in the market and make people say, okay, let's come invest in Trinidad and Tobago?
Yes, it has been. And, you know, the record so far has been that people have come. People are doing their work now in terms of their feasibility, etc., to ensure that when the investment is made, that it is in fact very profitable for them. And also, we would also review every project that comes to Trinidad to ensure that the value and benefit that comes to the country is paramount. In other words, we will not go into projects simply because someone wants to locate here. It has to be that either there is GDP possibilities for growth, there is foreign exchange being derived from the project, or jobs are being created. If those criteria are not going to be met, then really we would refuse the investment.
What about the industrial relations